Hi there. My name is Kyla, and I coach you to the life that you imagine living. And today I want to talk to you a little bit more about my coaching process. On this week's episode, we are lifting the veil a little bit more behind the approach that I take, the philosophy I use, and hopefully it will give you some more insight into whether you need a coach. I'll give you a little bit of background on my story. I spent most of my career in corporate America, being incredibly successful, but always knowing that there was something missing. I used to look at this magnet I had on my kitchen refrigerator that said, live the life you imagined. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you imagined is the full quote by Thoreau. And when I would look at that magnet, I would use it for inspiration because I knew that I wasn't really living the life that I imagined. Although from the outside, I had a seemingly incredible, successful, happy life, I just knew that there was something missing. And so that began my journey to uncover and apply what my purpose was in life and start to create the life that I imagine living. And now I help my clients do the same thing. So to begin the journey, what we would do is start with a free coaching consult. We would get on a Zoom call together and get to know each other and just find out more about whether we're a good fit, whether my philosophy and my approach to coaching is a good fit for what you're looking for in your life. Fundamentally, I'll tell you what differs with my coaching philosophy than potentially other coaches, career coaches, or other life coaches is that I want to help you better understand and hack your own brain. Because for me, understanding what was actually happening in my brain has been the biggest game changer in my life. I've always loved psychology and what motivates people, but I never could fully understand how to hack my brain. And I believe that in the world we live in now, better understanding and utilizing our brain is one of the last frontiers that we haven't fully evolved into yet. So much of our brain is on autopilot, and we are simply repeating habitually about 90% of our thoughts, our belief systems, our habits. This is how we are able to brush our teeth without thinking, drive somewhere without thinking. But there's a lot of our life that we don't actually want on autoplay. And usually that is related to pursuing something unknown. And our brain will try to tell us that you should just stay in the same place you're in. You should keep doing the things that you're already good at, that you perhaps worked your whole life to achieve. But there's that little gnawing inside that you know that something is missing. For me, I wanted more flexibility and freedom. I wanted to be jumping out of bed every day, creating this life that I had these visions of. And so during the coaching consult, one of the things that we're going to talk about is what are some of your dreams? So many of my clients have never really spent the time to really think about what their dreams are. And if the world is their oyster, which it is, what would they create? What would their day look like? I don't get up with an alarm anymore for the most part. I work and live from different places, not so much lately, but in general. I spend a lot of my time growing and reading and learning so that I can continue to help my clients. And that is something that I was doing anyway, that I love to do, that I get lost in. And so during the uncovering process, we're going to look into what are you really longing for? What are those whispers that keep coming up over and over? And once we get through the uncovering process, then we're going to spend the next couple sessions on figuring out what an action and accountability plan is for you. Because if you're anything like me, even once you come up with these dreams, you don't necessarily know how to go about achieving them. And you want to create a plan that gives your brain safety and tells you that everything's going to be okay and you won't get overwhelmed. So we're going to create a plan that your brain will be okay with, but also start to help you see what actually is going on in your brain so that you too can learn the incredibly empowering, life-changing skill of better understanding your brain so that you can hack it to get anything you want. Once we do that, we're going to create a plan to continue to address other things that come up. I believe in creating a plan for all of the unknowns. And sometimes we don't know what the unknowns are, but I can give you tips and tricks for how to manage them when they come up, because they will. And that is really kind of the process that I take in coaching. It is uncovering, it is creating an action plan, and then it's creating a backup plan for anything unexpected that comes up. And once you have those elements, you truly can use it to go after anything in your life. My passion is helping my clients really uncover and create the career that they imagine, but so much of that is creating the surrounding life as well. And for me, that has been another piece of the puzzle, is really thinking about how I want to spend my days, how I want to set up my life to continue to grow and continue to evolve. And so we'll be talking about other aspects of your life as well while we continue to focus on your career. So I hope this gives you a little bit more of a inner view into my coaching process. There's a ton more information on my website if you want to learn more. And I would love to set up again that free coaching consult if you want to learn more about my programs and my online course. There's also a free download on my website. 3 simple tips to start to create the life that you imagine. 3 lenses that you can use to start that dreaming process. Check it out at KylaMartinConsulting.com. And as always, I'm cheering you on to the life that you imagine living. Take care.